Commissioner Jim Delany is with us. Jim, great to have you. It's interesting to note, I think, that Harbaugh initially, when the Kaepernick stuff came out, he said that he was not supportive of the method of action of Colin Kaepernick. He said, I do support the motivation. He's changed his viewpoint a little bit, I think, as the discussion's gone on. You know, you played for one of the legendary coaches in sports, in Dean Smith, during a time of tremendous social activism. So in your mind, what's the role of a coach in this discussion?
Well, that's right. I stepped on campus 50 years ago this month. My brother was getting ready to go to Vietnam. We had the first African-American players at North Carolina. Change was in the air, and things became more controversial as the 60s played out. But I think coaches are key here because they recognize that, these are players, but first of all, they're citizens and they're students. And their job is to take people from disparate backgrounds, bring them together, be united, play as a team. But as a member of a team, you don't forfeit your right as a citizen or as a student. And I think these issues are relevant. I think people really have sacrificed their lives to provide and protect and preserve these freedoms. So wouldn't it be ironic that we would in any way infringe on what so many have sacrificed for? It's the very freedom itself, and college football is a great tradition. It's something we all love, but also a great tradition in America is speech. And these demonstrations are peaceful, and they're symbolic, and they matter. And so I think that our coaches are doing a really great job of leading and guiding young people, and the young people, I think, are going with their conscience, and I think we ought to be respectful of that, and I think that their job is also to bring people from various backgrounds together as a team, and I'm proud of all of them. And as long as they're doing it in a way that's not disruptive, that's peaceful and symbolic, I'm fully supportive of those expressions.
Yeah, no doubt the coaches have to take an active role. I mean, I think they have a responsibility. And if I could take you inside what I think happens in most team rooms, I think most coaches would do this. They would ask their team how they feel about the issue. They would ask their team how they want to express themselves about the issue. That's pretty clear. The issue becomes if there's a divide on the team. And I think as our coaches have explained, if there is a divide on the team, it's still okay for someone to take a different position. I think Mike Riley said it best. It's not going to divide the team on their playing issue. I think people outside think, and we've seen some public figures say, it's ruining the team, it's not the right thing to do. And Spice, you know this as a player. It won't ever divide a team if someone takes a different view. Commissioner, you were with Dean Smith during Vietnam. I was with Ara Parsegian during Vietnam, two historic coaches. I was encouraged, as long as we didn't damage the campus, as long as it wasn't violent. So these aren't new issues. I think the older people in our country and the younger people have to understand this. 1968, fists are raised at the Olympics. Those athletes were just at the White House this past Thursday to be recognized about their protest. And then I loved what Lovie Smith said. I know you're close to Lovie. I encourage my players to vote. Every young person who's a part of this, who's not registered to vote, shame on them. You register to vote, you pick a candidate, and you make your voice heard.